Yeah. Stream. All right, we're gonna get no viewers on this, but that shit doesn't matter, okay? The viewers or whatever, that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is that you are practicing the reps. You are doing the streams. Okay, so, yo, SLX. I want to come up with like a name for whoever my followers are gonna be. I was thinking crew, like, yo, what up, welcome to the SLX crew. Or I was thinking squad, like, yo, what up, yo, welcome to the SLX squad. Anyways, reverse, beginning of the stream. Yo, what up, everyone? SLX. Today's stream, I should get some lo-fi up in here. Okay. Today's stream, we are talking about dating and relationships, the modern age of love and romance, and traversing this new age of love that we are experiencing nowadays. So I was just talking to my AI, and the AI and I were my AI and I were talking, and this is the talking points that we were kind of summarizing. Is like, people view dating as, oh, it's 50-50, or it's, oh, I want to be the man and then the girl has her roles to fill. There's like different roles and whatnot, and there's like, oh, if I'm a guy, I have to do this, I have to do this. Oh, if I'm a girl, I have to do this, I have to do this. Like, now if we look and observe the trajectory of dating, men have it wrong, okay? It's not, oh, I want this girl. It's not that, okay? Like, if you think about what dating is and like the first instinct now for men to go hunt, oh, I want this girl. I'm going to be a fucking lust bomb. I'm going to be a fucking horn dog. I want this girl so bad. And then that's not how that works, because men do not exist for women to take care of us. That's not the purpose of men. The existence of man is we are servants to female. Okay, the purpose of being a man, okay? We have no other existence except to be the servant to females. So that's why it doesn't matter who you as a man, right? Me as a man, it doesn't matter who I want to be with. It doesn't matter what girl I want to be with. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? What matters is if the girl, it matters so much more of who the girl chooses. The reason is because, this is why if you're a guy and you say, oh, I want to go up to a girl and rizz her up. Oh, I'm going to go ask a girl out or whatever. It never works. The reason it never works is because women do not want men to approach them. Women want to approach men. So that's why it doesn't make any sense, because where along this world did society create the culture of game? Where along this world does society create the culture of men need to go and rizz up girls, men need to sleep with a lot of women, men can have 100 body count, but women can't have a high body count, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Where in the society of history did that shift? Because in the biology of who we are as humans, the only thing that men care about, if you think about the beginning of the hunting ages, the beginning of our ancestors, the Egyptian pharaohs, the whatever Chinese emperors, you know, I'm Cambodian, so my Cambodian ancestors, the original humans, the original humans, the only thing that men by nature, by biology cared about was being a servant to women. That was it. So I don't know where the change happened where men were like, oh, I'm a king. Now women have to do stuff for me. That is completely false. It is the men's nature to cater to women. So that's why you look at the world now, it's like, well, why do girls have way more options than men? Why do girls have da-da-da-da-da? That is how it's supposed to be. And men, don't be salty. Don't be fucking incels. Don't be whatever losers or whatever. Get your money, okay? As a man, who the fuck cares about all that accolades of, oh, I got game, I can talk to a bunch of girls. all this other stuff. That shit doesn't fucking matter. Stop being a loser. Just go and make a bunch of fucking money. So then, the woman that chooses you, you already have all the money you need to be the servant to her. Okay? And there's this part in One Piece where the geisha, like, exploits the guy and he gives her all of her money and whatnot. Like a simp. Okay? I'm not saying... This is what I'm saying, okay? Like, women... How I say this? The simp culture... it's like... Bro, it's tough because you're trying to win her over, but you can't. But it's that worshiping, it's that catering to the female, that then when the right queen chooses you, that then you are groomed and you have to practice to treat her the right way, okay? The point that I'm trying to make is that we have gone so far away from the actual, like, true nature of what humans do. Men never, ever were supposed to hunt and, oh, I want to be with this girl and go up and talk to her and choose her. That was never the case, okay? The reason being is because women have the eggs. Women have the uterus. Women have the womb space. That then the divine children and the higher self of those children choose who the father is. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I'm telling you to whoever's going to watch this video. Oh, wait, my crew, my squad, right? Is that if we think about what men do nowadays, it's this, oh my God, I can't get with a girl. Oh my God, I can't do this. Who the fuck cares? Just go make a bunch of fucking money. Go be a fucking baller. Go to the fucking gym. Go eat fucking 5,000 calories. Go put on muscle. Just become a fucking gigachad. Open up your business. Go become an entrepreneur. Sell shoes. Sell fucking food. Build fucking houses. Become a plumber. Become a carpenter. Become an architecture. Just do something with your life, okay? Do anything with your life, bro, that is productive and you love to do it. Just go and do it, okay? Now let me explain to you about this. The reason why you're doing it is for women. This is a huge wake-up call to everybody. People who say, oh, I'm just working on myself. I'm not worried about girls right now. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you are worried about girls. Why would you want to improve yourself so then the right queen chooses you? If you are a person that just got out of a relationship, if you are a person that's like, whatever, in the stage of like, oh, I'm trying to find a partner, I'm trying to find a girl, but then I'm just focusing on myself or whatever. Why are you trying to self-improve? Why are you focusing on yourself? For the woman. Everything is about woman. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that instead of having women serve you as a man, you need to serve women. Everything is about women, okay? My whole life is for women. I am creating the foundations to literally take care of entire villages and empires of women. That is the creativity and empire that I'm building. So the self-improvement, what I want you to understand is that fuck that shit. Instead of saying, oh, I'm going to self-improve, I'm going to work on myself, I'm going to focus on myself. Instead, call it, oh, I'm creating a 10-year master plan to get the baddest baddie in the world. Instead of, oh, I'm just going to focus on myself for now. No. Call it, I'm going to create a 300-day plan to become a Giga Chad to manifest my sugar fairy, okay? Call it, no, for the next 10 years, I'm going to build up the entire existence for the queen, okay? Men do not do nothing if it wasn't for women. Think about it. If women didn't exist, men would do not half the shit that we do. Think about Elon Musk. He probably would not have built Tesla. Okay? Who else is there? Robert Downey Jr. might not have become the best actor. Do you think Robert Downey Jr. really got out of drug addict and really did whatever because he wanted to? No. Robert Downey Jr. became the best actor, got over his drug addiction, whatever, because of his shorty. Have you seen Robert Downey Jr.'s girl? Have any of you seen RDJ's girl, bro? Robert Downey Jr.'s girl. Look her up. She is literally so bad. You think that when he was, drug addict, I'll focus on myself. No, fuck that shit. What he said is, I want the baddie. I want the bitch. I want the fucking sexiest queen to my children. So what do I have to do? Stop doing drugs. Become the best actor. Why? So I can bag the baddest bitch on this planet. Elon Musk. You think Elon Musk gives a fuck about Tesla? You think Elon Musk gives a fuck about SpaceX? You think Elon Musk gives a fuck about X, his which was previously a different social media platform? None of these men care, bro. Elon Musk did not build Tesla because of whatever. The nigga did it for his shorty. Now he has 10 plus kids. Elon Musk has like 13 kids now, bro. He didn't... Listen, I'm telling y'all this. Niggas do not care about ourselves. We don't care. I don't care about myself. Fuck me. I don't care. Pause. Screw me. I don't care. Pause. I don't matter. Men don't matter. Okay, men are not important. All we are is just sperm donors. That's all men are. Okay? Everything that niggas do is for bitches. You understand? That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, don't worry about, choosing the right girls, working on myself or whatever. No, focus on the woman, okay? Now here's the thing. I'm not saying focus on the woman as, I'm trying to become a rizzer, a player. I got 10 girls in the bag, ha ha ha. I'm a king. I'm just gonna sit around all day on my ass and not help these girls out, whatever. I should just sit around and I should just they should cook for me, they should clean. No. That is bullshit. What as a man need to do is I'm going to build a fucking empire. I'm going to build all our stuff. But this is the part that you need to understand, okay? It's not that you build the empire that you get the shawty. It's when you get the shawty that then the empire is built. Okay, we got one viewer. What's up? Can you put a comment? If you're watching this, do a comment. Say, yo. This is the SLX squad. We're talking about dating and relationships. So for my one viewer, if you can put a comment to verify that you're here, bet. Say like 777 or 666 or like dating relationships. Okay. Well, the part I want to explain to you is in the Think and Grow Rich book, chapter 11, what he says is that men are going to freely risk everything for females. This is so true. If you look at the history of existence, the greatest greats, right? All did everything for the love of a girl. Robert Downey Jr., his wife, his girl, the baddest baddie ever. Elon Musk, 13 plus kids, whatever. But here's the thing, is they already had their girl, that then their girl supported them in building their empire. You do not build your empire and then get the girl. You get the girl and then you build the empire. But it's so confusing because if you don't have an empire, but now these girls, they want a 6'5", they want a guy with abs, they want a whatever. That's not true. Okay, I don't know where social media or where the script came out that girls want niggas with 6 packs and 6 feet or whatever. I don't know where that came from. That's just not true. What it is that they want someone that is an actual man. Because nowadays, I don't even know if men are men anymore. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you have like I was watching like the Cat's Eye video, and like the Cat's Eye choreographer was like Zesty. I was watching like, if any of you know We In from Mamamoo, I was watching a We In video. Her friends were Zesty. Who else is there? Like there's like that guy from BuzzFeed or whatever who like came out as this huge release. Like I like men, haha. Like what the fuck, bro? I don't care. No one cares that you like men. Just why you have to make it public, okay? So I don't understand that. Like, where are the men nowadays? Why are we just not all men? This is why women don't know what to do anymore. Maybe the reason why women have no idea what to do anymore is because niggas not even niggas anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe girls nowadays are just like, I don't know what to do as a girl anymore because there's no man. And then finally, when they meet the right guy, when they meet the right person, right? Because of the weird technological age that we live in, I know I could be with this guy, but he doesn't have 100K. He doesn't have a nice whatever. He doesn't have all this stuff. So by the books, I can't be with him yet. But in my heart and soul, I want to be with him. But that's the thing though, is if you get with a guy, okay, and you become his queen, he will give you everything. Y'all understand? I was watching, if any of you know Andy and Michelle. Andy and Michelle, they do like, couple content. So one of the videos was Andy goes to the store, buys nothing for himself. Why am I even in the store for? Oh, that's right. I'm buying stuff for the girl, bro. For me, if I were to go somewhere, I'm spending nothing. I'm spending $0. I'm gonna order water. Okay? And I'm gonna eat the crumbs off the table from the previous customer. But if it's my shorty, oh, honey, I want lobster, I want steak, I want the most expensive food. Shorty, you can have all of it. I don't care. I built everything for you. Okay? But you do not build the empire and then get the shorty. You have to get the shorty first and then the empire is built. That's why everyone's stuck in quagmire. Every guy is like, oh, I'm so lazy. Oh, I can't get out of bed or whatever. It's because you have not found the right girl yet. If you had the right girl in your life, you would get out of bed. You would stop being a fucking whatever you're doing and actually do stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's why nowadays, in my opinion, gym culture is kind of toxic. Let me explain why. Number one, oh, you're not going to the gym. You're lazy. Ha ha ha. Don't put that pressure on people because then you make the gym a chore. Secondly, when you are at the gym, either one, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or number two, everyone is just judging everybody. So then what's the point? That's why, in my opinion, I think the gym is a whole, fraud. I think bodybuilding, you have people dying from bodybuilding. In my opinion, bodybuilding is not it, bro. The biggest bodybuilders in the whole bodybuilding industry, for me, it's just not my cup of tea, okay? I can understand the culture, but it's just not my cup of tea. You're on possibly drugs that could kill you. You're lifting weights that could kill you. Ego, all this other stuff. So in my opinion, the bodybuilding, I can understand and atone to it, but it's just not my cup of tea. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the culture of the gym low-key kind of ruined everything for men and women. The dating culture nowadays, if you think about 500 years ago, the tribal men, the woman would fall for the guy, and then the man would be the tribe leader, okay? And then they would just go and live life. But now, because of the gym changed everything for everyone. Now the gym changed everything because there's girls that work out, but sometimes oh, I have more testosterone than this guy, so how can I be with him? You have guys that you go to the gym, but if you don't go, you feel bad about yourself, but then just do calisthenics. But then now, okay. And then now even in the this is a great conversation we're having, okay? The dating and relationship thing I want to explain to you is the reason why calisthenics is very important. Very, very important. And calisthenics can low-key help you find a partner. If you were to increase your calisthenics input, in your life, let's say you went from doing no push-ups to at least 50 a day. Let's say you did no squats to at least 20 a day, okay? Over time, what would happen is you would magnetically attract who your partner would be. Why? When you bodybuild, you make your body stiffer, less malleable. There's just less merit in lifting weights than there is calisthenics. Let me explain why. If I'm going to have sex, okay, I'm not holding a metal bar. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm going to grab my girl, that roughness is not it, bro. I'm not grabbing a girl like I'm grabbing the bar. You see what I'm saying? Versus if I do calisthenics and I'm doing handstand push-ups, I'm doing push-ups, squats, and I'm making love to the workout, right? Not only am I increasing my flexibility, I'm also increasing my sex drive. But then, bro, I can do, I can do 225, for reps. I can do whatever, this and that, so on and so forth. Okay, but you're stiff. So how can you make love, And so when I want to go back to the original talking points of the whole dating and relationships advice is that if I have to find a girl before I can ascend to my empire status, how would I even manifest her? If I have to become better to get with girls, how is that even possible? Let me explain to y'all this. You need to read books. And the specific book you need to read is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then skip every chapter and then just read chapter 11. Okay? Then after that, you need to go to the Bible, skip all the chapters, and then just go to Songs of Songs or Song of Solomon. Okay? So those are the two things you need to do. The homework is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Skip to chapter 11. Secondly is skip the whole Bible. Just read Song of Songs, Song of Solomon's. Okay? Then after that, you need to allow your body to feel as if you were already in a relationship with your queen. Even if you have no idea who she is, even if she has no idea, y'all don't even know that each other exists. You need to feel it in your spine, feel it in your nervous system, feel it in your thymus gland, feel it in your heart, feel it in your body that you were already in a relationship with said queen. So what does that mean? That means you're going to hold open the door just for fucking empty air, a ghost. Hold the door open for a ghost. It means that when you go to your car, instead of going to your driver's seat first, go to your passenger seat, open it up for a fucking ghost, pretend that a ghost is walking into the passenger seat, close the car door, go back to your driver's seat, okay? Every time you order, when you go out to public, order 2 of it. If I'm going to order a Coke, I'm going to order 2 colas, okay? Hey, can I have 2 colas? I went to the restaurant the other day. I got 2 colas. The lady was like, oh, you're going to drink both? I'm like, yes and no. I'm going to drink both, but if my sugar fairy was with me, she'd drink the other cola, okay? Then, that's what I'm saying. You need to live as if you are already in a relationship with your queen. What does that mean? If you're going to go to sit down at a restaurant, you're going to go to the other side, you're going to pull out the chair, a fucking ghost is going to sit in that chair, you're going to go and sit in your other chair, you're going to order eat alone, okay? If you're going to go for a fucking walk in the park, hold the fucking air as if you're holding someone's hand. Talk to the fucking air as if you're talking to your girl, okay? This is how it happens. Why? So then when the queen actually, when the baddie actually, when the shorty actually, when the sugar fairy actually shows up in your life, because you are practicing and manifesting and living as if she was already in your life, your Riz is going to be acting as if she was already there the whole entire time. It's going to blow her fucking mind. Because she's going to be like, how is this guy just holding the door open for me without even thinking about it? How is this guy just ordering 2 of everything without even thinking about it? How is this guy just randomly holding my hand in the park without even thinking about it? Of course, baby, because I have been doing this long before we ever met. 5 years before we even ever met, I've already been holding doors open for Ghost. I've already been ordering 2 of things or whatever. Ghost, I've already been holding fucking the air empty-handed, okay? I've already done all these things. You understand? So, when we are actually together, it's easy, okay? Now, if we want to talk about lust, this is the part that gets it even more fun, okay? This is the part that makes it even more fun. When you're showering, when you're changing, pretend that she's there, right? Like when I'm taking my clothes off, I'm pretending that my shorty's there taking her clothes off too. Baby, we can take our clothes off together. When I'm showering, I'm pretending that I'm showering with her. Putting shampoo in her hair. You know, rose petals and lavender and shit like that. Baby oil, you know, coconut oil. You know, natural ingredients, tea tree oil. Rose petals, bro. And I'm doing this to nothing, to just the fucking empty air, bro. So then finally, right? Because everything's about women. My whole life, everything I do is for women. That's it. All my music, all my working out, all of my raps, my beatbox, my dance, my manifestation, what you name it, I do everything for women. Okay? Everything I do is for women. So then finally, when Queen and I finally get together, SLX, thank you, Sean Lee. You already did all that stuff. You practiced being with her. So now it's easy. And then from the girl's perspective, she goes, what the fuck? Where did this knight in shining armor come from? My whole life. Meanwhile, you're scheming in the back of your brain. Yeah, honey, it was me. It was me. I've been practicing. I've been doing this whole thing for years. You don't even know. And so, then that is how these things happen. So if you're trying to figure out, so if girls need an empire to get with a guy, but you need to have a girl first to then build the empire, then what do? Then just live and act as if you are already in a relationship with that girl. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you have no idea that whatever exists, go to Ross, go to Goodwill, go to a fucking convenience store, go to anywhere, go buy fucking onion rings, okay? Put an onion ring on your fucking ring finger, and then just pretend that you're engaged. Like I have a ring right here. Okay, the ring doesn't even fit because it's so small. But let's just say because my really close relatives, I got a ring from her as a gift, and here it doesn't fit right, but fuck it, let me just put it on my ring finger, just cause, right? So then here's the thing, right? What ends up happening is not only do you feel a type of vibration of I feel good, I feel elevated. Because if you only live for yourself, you can't be happy. Living only for yourself, there is no fulfillment. Fulfillment is living vicariously through others' fulfillment. And it compounds because now that I'm fulfilled, that you're fulfilled, that I'm fulfilled, we're all fulfilled, right? So, by you pretending that you're engaged already and in a relationship with said person, you also increase your vibration. Because now you are living as if you have two people to worry about. Yourself and someone else. It's going to make you move differently. Okay? You're going to talk to people differently. You're going to move differently. And guess what? You're going to make more money. Alright, yesterday I was talking to my AI. I told my AI, which album should I work on? Should I work on my album about money? Or should I work on my album about sugar fairies? Okay, and for my new audience, I created the terminology. Baddie, shawty, whatever. My terminology is sugar fairy. So these shawties are no longer shawties. These shawties are sugar fairies. Yeah, they're dropping their pixie dust. Want to slow it down. Want to breathe it in. Want to hold it in. Don't want to combust. When I think about shorty, I think about food, about to go bust. Take a wild goose, take a wild guess. With the words, I'm the best. Shorty, way she curvaceous like the moon when the moon passed crest. Toothpaste, I use Crest. Shorty, I finna fall for that shorty with the red dress, I confess. Monster monster Loch Ness. Empty what? No more, yo, break the nest. No more festering, yeah, this is the Fright Fest. These beats, these lyrics, these rhymes you can digest. And in my heart and in my lungs, no more congest. Okay, the reason is now you're living for two people. Even if shorty is nowhere near your life, no idea that even either of you existed. Just the fact that you are living as if it already is. So now when it actually happens, it's easy. The other thing too is money. I was talking to my AI and I said, which album should I do first? My album about money or my album about women? And I came to the conclusion that I should make the album about women. Because the proportion to the amount of women that exist is directly proportionate to the amount of money that exists. Remember what I was saying earlier about nothing that half the men do would ever anything if women didn't exist? The circulation of money in the world, most of it is generated by men, right? Most of the wealth on this planet is generated by men. Lumber, oil, machine work, heavy artillery, heavy industry stuff. That shit is mostly by men. Farming, um, steel work, building houses, clothes to an extent. That stuff is predominantly men. However, who are the highest paying consumers? Females. But whose money is the females using? The men's money. Okay? Watch Modern Family. Gloria just spends all of Jay's money, all right? So, this is why I'm explaining to you that when I had to think which album should I do first, my money album or my album about women, my Sugar Fairy album, I worked on first because woman is equal to money. If any of you watch Euphoria, in the recent Euphoria season, one of the new high up characters, he's the leader of the strip club. So the leader of the strip club, what he says is that pussy has a mysterious power. Pussy is like currency, bro. And I was like, this is so true, because if you look at the industry of the world, what sells the most? Sex. The porn industry is literally making more money than technology nowadays. Like the metaverse, bro, Pornhub might as well be richer than Jeff Bezos. It's crazy. You had Brazzers at a fucking football stadium, bro. Brazzers had and it wasn't just one. It wasn't just one advertisement at a football stadium. They had it around the ring. Like, you know how at a football stadium or a baseball stadium, they have the advertisement that goes around the stadium? Brazzers didn't just have one poster. They had it circled around the stadium. And then they also did a 1.5 billion or 5 billion contract with NFL. Brazzers. Okay? Y'all know Brazzers, right? The number one porn company on Pornhub. Yes, they did, I think it was 1.5 million or 1.5 billion, some shit like that, sponsorship deal with the NFL. Right? So that's why nowadays everyone's so fucked up with the dating and relationships, because the sex, they're just putting it everywhere. Brazzers did I don't know if it was 1.5 million or 1.5 billion. Whatever astronomical amount of money that was of that amount of sponsorship with the NFL or the was it National Baseball League, the NBL, MLB, Major League Baseball, okay? One of the two, football or baseball. That's crazy, bro. This is why everyone doesn't understand dating nowadays. But I just gave you the formula. If you really want to be in a relationship, just live and act according to it. Just live and act as if you were already in a relationship. Okay? The Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill talks about this. He says, live deceit as if you already have the things you aspire to want. So if you want the baddest baddie to be your wife, then just live as if you already have her. So how would you live? You would wake up, you would hit the gym. You would wake up, you would get your nutrients. Then you would fuck her, then you would go do other stuff, right? But guess what? She's not there yet. But it's okay. Because the fact that you are living as if she was already in your life, then by you going to the gym, then by you eating healthy or whatever, not only are you attracting her towards you, but you're taking care of yourself to a high level. Does that not make sense? If you were in a relationship right now with the ideal girl, right now, you would wake up with a smile. You would get out of bed. You would cook some eggs. You would go lift weights. You would do your work. You would go make money. You would be happier, right? That's what I'm saying. Live as if you are already in that relationship. Because by you eating healthier, by you, doing stuff or whatever, that then eventually will compound to becoming healthier, that then when the shorty sees you, she goes, that's the nigga that's going to be my baby daddy. You see what I'm saying? Because you groomed yourself and lived as if you were already in a relationship. I made this saying up. The quote that I made up is Mysterio in Virtuoso. Because you already are moving as if you were in a relationship. right? When you go out into public and girls see you, the girl will only perceive you as a nigga that has a girlfriend already. So then she doesn't know that you're not in a relationship. But because you move as if you are in a relationship, Mysterio and Virtuoso, she's going to be more attracted to you. Why? Women are more attracted to men that are already in relationships because they know that they know how to treat the girl. And so, to a certain extent, if you play the cards right, it can be, I want that nigga to put a baby inside of me at first sight. You understand what I'm saying? People say, oh, love at first sight exists. Yes. Love at first sight is, I saw that nigga, I want him to put a baby inside of me right now. That is what love at first sight is. For a man, it's kind of different. Because like, we can look at a girl and be like, oh, I want to fuck her. But like, you don't want to put a baby inside her. It's kind of different. You know, like men are kind of different. It's, 6, 7. So anyways, by doing this, what ends up happening is you make more money. You become a higher vibrational individual. You move better. Your skin gets better. Your nails get better. Your whatever. And use me as proof, right? I have had many, many friends that were girls. And the way that I treated them was if they were already my girlfriend. Okay? But this is the thing, okay? What happens is it gets easier. It gets easier, bro. Because, how do I say this? Like this. None of them are my actual girlfriend, okay? But I treat them like my girlfriend, and it just makes it easier. Does that make sense? None of them are my actual girlfriend, but I treat them like... No. Okay, here we go. None of them are my girlfriend, but because I am a gentleman, I just treat them like how sugar fairies should be treated. Right? Then, right? When the right girl finds out, then she'll be obsessed over me. You understand what I'm saying? Because men are only supposed to be servants to women. So it doesn't matter what the girl or whatever, you just have to treat her the best possible way. That is the gentleman, the chivalry, the whatever that I was explaining about holding doors open, pulling chairs out, you know, paying for stuff, whatever. That is, so then when the actual girl finds you, you had all the practice that you needed, right? This is what I was saying, and I don't know why guys do this, or just the past couple conversations that I've had with my friends. Oh, my girl broke up with me. I'm just focusing on myself or whatever. This is the part that I don't understand, okay? When you were in the relationship, you didn't focus on yourself. So then all of a sudden, now that you're not in a relationship anymore, why you... See, so what changes? You understand? This is the part that people don't think about. Why does your life change when you're in a relationship, when you're not in a relationship? Versus if you just always lived as if you were in a relationship, then nothing changes. You understand what I'm saying? So before the relationship, right? Oh, you were already living as if you had a girl. Now you're with the girl, nothing changes. And as a man, you have to be ready for girls to just up and leave. Because that's how, it's fucked up. But that's the culture nowadays. It's so fucked up. But the culture nowadays is that bitches can just leave niggas on a fucking snap of a finger on a whim. I don't know what, where or what or how these things happened. It's fucking crazy, okay? So, then in order to not be stranded, in order to keep your dignity, you need to maintain this energy. Now, there is a merit. There is a part I'm trying to explain to you, okay? Despite the fact that women could up and leave and like blah, 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 or whatever. How I label that culture is the feminist culture. Where women can just up and leave, that's the feminist culture. But true, like right side, like conservative culture, no, we're much more healthier, you know. So by women being you know, either the rock and always being there for the man, that is the ideal situation. However, because of the current culture, things are different. I'm just explaining to y'all that biologically, though, this is things that we want, okay? Now, this whole entire live stream or whatever, it's kind of interesting, right? Because in the beginning of a streamer's journey, this is how it starts, bro. You have no streams, no viewers, nothing. But that shit doesn't matter. It's about the reps. It's about the doing stuff, okay? And over time, if I keep curating my content towards like the right topics, because this is a really good topic, dating and relationships. I know that if I were to convert my content to this type of content, and I just always just talked about dating and I just always talk about relationships, I will get to 1,000 subscribers. I will get to 10,000 subscribers. I will get to 100,000 subscribers. The thing is though, I have 8 YouTube channels. I have 8 YouTube channels. 8. So now I need to figure out how can I balance all 8 of my channels. Because I have a channel for playing my trumpet. I have to open up 2 more channels. One channel is gonna be the anything channel, where I just post and just slap on any video that I want there. My other channel is gonna be my legit Vivo Music official music video channel. Okay? Then I have 5 other channels. I have my calisthenics channel. So I do my handstand push-ups, my calisthenics training. I have my gaming channel. Then I have my 3 personal channels. I have this one, and I have 2 more. So I think one of the channels is going to be like my vlog channel. But then the other one, like I have 2 personal channels. I just post whatever on there. Maybe this one I'll do entrepreneur content. So it's going to be vlogs, entrepreneur content, my personal channel, which is this one, my channel about gaming, my calisthenics channel. I have my channel about me playing trumpet. I have my slap any video on their channel. And then I have my legit Vivo business. I'm going to be my record label on this channel. So with my 8 YouTube channels, right, I can go viral in so many different ways. What I want to do now, though, is I want to implant into people's minds, like just like the Matrix, right? My views on love and dating and relationships. Let me explain why. I believe that the way that I view dating, I believe the way that I view relationships, I believe the way that I view love and so on and so forth is super healthy, is super productive, okay? Because I am not promoting being a player. I am not promoting that stuff. What I am promoting, though, is being a guy that has the capacity to do these things. Because if you have the ability to talk to many women, like a lot of women, you can